Okay, can everybody see this? I think so. Over here. I think we are good. I think we
Put it right
are. All right.
What up, peeps, and welcome to Peeps Street, the cafe.
No drink. All right, so we are here for the happy hour, and we are late. As usual, but we are joined here at the cafe with Christian to my right. Say hello, Christian.
Hello.
To my left, we are joined with Denise. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
And all the way from Texas. It's not
there.
Houston.
Austin.
Austin. Austin. Dino. Say hello, Dino.
Hello, peeps.
All right. So, how was your week, Dino?
It was great, man. I cannot complain, man. I did quite a bit. Quite a
Did
bit.
you?
What you guys drinking on over there?
I know, right? I am doing some Scotch whiskey with some Red Bull, sugar-free Red Bull,
There you
and
go.
then he's doing tea with a little of the Scotch. And I don't know what Denise did.
Caramel frap.
Caramel frap. I'm drinking
She
here a little Blue Moon mango wheat.
Blue
Ooh,
Moon.
I love Blue Moon.
Don't isn't Blue Moon normally with like the
Orange.
orange peels, right?
Yeah, because they're made out of peels. Correct. They
Did
are.
you put orange in there or no?
Nope. No, because this one's mango, so I'm just drinking it straight.
Ooh,
Oh, you did
nice.
say mango, didn't you? So they say they actually sell them
Like
with flavor.
Yep. There's not. This is one of them right there. Mango wheat.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't really like
Beer.
beer,
Well, I'm gonna have to try that
but
because I like beer.
that's pretty cool.
I only like Blue Moon or Coronas.
Yeah.
There you
That's the
go.
only beer I can drink. Or Bud Light. Okay, maybe I like a few beers.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to
Corona,
say.
but
I'm
like,
like,
I'm like everything but Heineken.
Yeah, I need
it's
Um,
too strong.
Yeah.
So, did you did you do anything fun today, Dino?
Yeah, I was just like I said yesterday, I was actually filming a podcast with the crazy Russian uncle. He was had me dying, dude. My stomach hurt for a good half an hour. So that was
Nice.
a really good experience with him.
Oh, nice.
Really
And
good.
when is that coming out?
It's actually already out. I posted it up on YouTube mostly. Um,
Okay.
but it was really, really entertaining. I got to talk to him about a little bit the family. He's an Instagram guy.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you familiar with
No.
Gary Vaynerchuk. Well, he's a like a big Facebook, YouTube kind of like leadership guy, you know. So he's pretty much his uncle. He's a trip though. He's just they call him the crazy Russian uncle, but he's just out there hula hooping, eating
Hula
kielbasa, and
hooping.
smoking joints. That's just what he does.
Ay, bendito. So let me ask you this. I think the last time we talked,
Mhm.
the election had not occurred yet.
Mm-mm.
Okay. You don't have to tell us your political leaning. But okay, how are people receiving the presumptuous president elect out there?
I mean, it seems pretty well here in Texas. I think what everybody just wants is the same thing. We all want a better image for America, and I think that's what really made the decision here. It was more about the image. Well, here in Texas, I think.
Go ahead. Sorry.
You're good. Yeah, but
Uh,
that's where I think that's going to be going, and I hope that everybody kind of gets what they want at the end of the
Mhm.
day, whether whichever party and whatever hoo-hoo-ness we see in the next couple of months, because it's going to be a
yeah.
ride.
Oh, yes, it
For
is.
sure.
So we here in DC, and so yesterday there was they call it the First Amendment, right? First Amendment March,
Okay.
and so they were marching in DC, but apparently I don't know if you know, but the mayor of DC did the little Black Lives Matter plaza, and it's right in front of the White House. And where the gates are, there were a lot of like Black Lives Matter signs and things of that nature. But what they were doing yesterday during the march was they were marching past that, but tearing all that down. And then there were counter protesters, of course, out there. And what I thought was pretty significant, or at least I thought was a little odd, was that the DC police were out there, but they were not out there like macing like the folks who were out there screaming and coming after the counter protesters. They were doing quite the opposite, more of protecting them. And the reason I bring that up is because my son and I, Christian and his friends, we were out there protesting months ago.
For Black,
Yeah,
during
for-
like the whole Black Lives Matter when there were a lot of protests.
And like
you would literally get gas bombed.
yeah, and I just thought it was so.
You see videos of them literally not hitting the police or anything, but they're shoving them and stuff, and the police are like just like still trying to protect them. Not
Exactly.
It's
It was
it's
very
crazy.
frustrating.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah.
how did you guys feel when you were there? I mean, as far as safety is concerned, I mean, since you guys were boots on the ground, like, did you think that they had enough security? You thought that it was well maintained, or?
So they were the protests that we at least went to. I think only one of them got crazy where they started like the policemen started throwing gas bombs and stuff. I don't know if they were gas bombs, but I know that there was things being thrown around.
Tear gas.
Tear gas. There you
Tear
go.
gas.
But other than that, they were mostly all peaceful. Like it was actually nice going, and it was a big group of people. We were just walking down the streets or going to some place, and it wasn't crazy. Like my friends, I had friends that actually got tear gassed and pepper sprayed and stuff, and that was like, yeah, no, that I didn't experience that.
But the officers, so the security wasn't necessarily for the protesters during that time. So the security was really to manage the protesters and to serve as reinforcement if they felt that they were getting out of hand, which during the 4 or 5 times we went,
Not once.
not once did it get outrageous, but it was just the manner in which the police were there. And then you just proposed that to yesterday, where they were there actively being pushed by these protesters, the First Amendment protesters, but the cops were not responding with the same type of force against them.
Yeah.
So it was just odd to see that.
I don't know if it's the same right now. I haven't been to DC. I didn't go for the protest yesterday or anything. But when we were going to protest, there were streets blocked off by literally like military cars, like tanks.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's how it is now.
No, it
but
wasn't. Not now. No, which sucked. But whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, because
It's part of the
sometimes if
process.
the threat level goes up, they'll start dispatching those MRAPs out just to kind of just help with
Yeah.
barricading. You know, like if they
Yeah.
do have to get people out and stuff. So
Yeah. Okay. So moving off that topic. So are you in Texas? Are they going into any kind of additional lockdown or anything because of COVID?
So right now, Texas is kind of one of those free reign states. That's the way I kind of feel. Like it's kind of like Florida, where we're a little bit more lenient, you know, because I went down there, so I was able to kind of speak for Florida and here, because I don't see much of an uproar. But when the initial start did happen, my wife actually works down in one of the Walmarts over here in Austin, and it got demolished. It got to the point where they had to actually put pallets up against the windows to try to stop people from coming in. So
Oh, wow.
I said,
Oh,
hopefully
wow.
they don't get like that again. But it gets kind of rural off of 35, so that's why you're gonna kind of have that issue. But hopefully it doesn't get
Yeah.
that bad again.
Yeah, hopefully not. And then for here in Virginia, like so we were on
phase 3.
for the COVID. I don't know what phase we were in. I guess
Yeah. We were open basically.
Yeah, but now we are kind of reverting back to on starting tomorrow. Actually, they're closing the bars at midnight now again, and then stopping alcohol at 10, and then they reduce the size of crowds. So now it goes from 60 or 75 to 25 people.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long that's going to last, but it just seems like
See, but I've noticed like
seemed-
can you guys speak to this as far as like when you're going to the situation, the actual places? It doesn't seem like many people are regulated, right? Like it's kind of
No, it doesn't.
they,
No,
you know,
it's
they
like
kind of
back to normal. Yeah.
yeah, it's like kind of back to normal with masks,
And
apostrophe
even then,
s.
yeah,
Right.
even then, people are like out and about, not wearing a mask.
Yeah, but I think it's gotten more comfortable, and that's what I'm saying. I think people are more comfortable with it, and now they're like, okay, when are we gonna just call the deadline so we could just all be
Hmm.
normal again? It's kind of what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
everybody's waiting for that day, whatever that day may be.
yeah. I mean, we were trying to. I feel like at least this last phase, people felt a little more, like you said, normal, right? Just with the mask. But it gave you some kind of semblance of I'm in civilization again and
Right.
not just at home lockdown.
Hmm.
But now it seems to be taking a backward step because I guess I don't even know if it's like the cases here in Virginia in and of itself has increased, or more so like they're just trying to eliminate it from increasing because the numbers overall from a national standpoint is increasing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, and I don't know how long we're gonna be on this second phase or whatever we call this lockdown coming up.
Yeah,
So
because we had a peak, I think, around September-ish here in Austin. Like our peak was in September, and now it just kind of kicked back up. You can start to realize that a lot of people are getting sick. There's a lot of people calling out of my job, and I was like,
oh
well,
wow,
I guess it's definitely kicking back a little bit. We haven't lost as
Yeah.
many. Like I don't know, this turnaround, I didn't lose as many people, but the first initial start, back in, I probably say 6 months ago, we were definitely losing
hmm,
people, and it was
oh
just
wow,
like it was crazy. It was crazy times
yeah.
during there.
So are you working at home still, or are you currently working at home, or
So
you have to go into the office?
this is a wonky one. So I don't know how every other business, and I'm not gonna name the business I am, but I'm sure you can
You're
find
fine. You're
out
fine.
if you look hard enough. But they're doing a 2-week rotational, and they have implemented a lot of changes, where they're checking temps, they're making sure that people come through and everybody has their social distance. They have an AB rotation for desks, so not even the same people will be at any desks in the same time. Because I work in a knock environment, so it's all secured, bunch of computers, and
Okay.
um so it's pretty interesting to see the changes that they've implemented, but it's a ghost town. Even at work, even when you're at work, there's only like 5, 6 people where you're used to
Yeah.
23 to 35. It's a crazy environment. I mean, it's a learning curve for us, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. So I've been working. Denise, you've been working at home since when?
Since it happened, since March, I
Yeah.
want to say.
I want
I
to say I'm really the only one that's been like out there.
Yeah, you would go every
So
day.
I work at a vet clinic,
Okay.
and the only difference is that clients aren't allowed to come in.
Right,
Oh,
But other
right.
than that, we still go outside, we interact with them, we get their pets, and they don't, some of them don't know what social distancing is. Like we try to like have a 6 foot space between us, but they're the types that want to be right in your face. So you kind of like have to back. It's awkward being like, oh, can you like back up? Like,
please.
yeah,
Yep. I
but
actually took my dog to the vet during all this because she ran out of her vaccines, and I had to do the same thing. So I was like,
yeah,
okay, for us, they just stay in the
it's
car, just text us, and they came
yeah.
straight to the car. I just handed my leash out the window. I was like, I'm done. But
Basically, yeah, it's payment and everything through the phone.
Oh.
But it's weird.
well,
It's
since
weird
you
not having them come in.
yeah, since you
What?
work in that environment, have you guys seen cases in dogs? Like, have you heard of anything like that or testing for
So
dogs?
dogs can't give you. I know that there's initially when they're puppies, they get a vaccine. It's part of the distemper vaccine,
Hmm.
which is also for coronavirus. But their type of coronavirus is different than our type of coronavirus.
Correct.
So you can yes, there is something like that for dogs, but it's not the same.
but it
They
can't
it can be
transmit
transmitted through
to
like
a
from
from canine to a
canine
human.
to a human, yeah, or vice versa. We can't give it to the dog. Now, that's not to say that if, let's say that owner was like all over their dog, then they were positive. Like maybe that can be transmitted. I don't know, but that's a possibility.
True. That sucks. All right. So let me ask this question. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Oh, we got the pavo already. We got the pavo. Usually we do pernil here in casa, but this
Yes.
year we
Yes.
got the
Invite me
turkey.
over.
Wait, what is that?
Yeah.
Pernil is
Pernil is
pork.
just pork shoulder.
Oh, pork?
It's
Yeah.
roast pork shoulder, so you cook it in the oven
Ooh,
or
my dad
fogon.
cooks that. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets crispy.
Oh,
You
Where
got
are you
that.
from?
yes.
I'm originally from Puerto Rico,
Puerto
man.
Rico.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm from
wow.
Adjuntas.
We got two
Aguada, right?
Puerto
You said
Ricans.
Aguadas? Oh,
Adjuntas. I'm up in the
Adjuntas.
mountains. My family's from the coffee bean fields up
Me
there.
too. San Lorenzo.
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
Bolivian.
Él habla
Hey, that's
español
good.
también.
Yeah.
That's good.
Habla
Perfecto.
español.
I'm black.
He said, I'm black.
He
No,
said
no
you
tengo acento,
you
but-
black squared because you got married and
I'm
divorced
black.
to another, so you're good. You squared.
So so let me ask this. So okay, so you're still doing your food, but are you gonna make it? Are you making it seem like it's regular Thanksgiving? Because we were talking like part of what I was so I don't eat meat. I normally cook tofurky. So the
Okay.
part of this was like to tofurky or not.
Yep.
But the question is, does it make sense to do anything where it doesn't even seem like it's going to be like a normal Thanksgiving?
So it's
what?
I get what you're saying. So my interpretation of Thanksgiving changed, I think, throughout the years, and I think it was because I was in the military. So I spent a lot of Thanksgivings by myself. Spent a lot of Thanksgivings with just, Emily, who's my wife, and pretty much when we were together, she was dual military. So she was in the military and I was in the military. So it's a little bit different. Our Thanksgivings hasn't been normal for maybe about 3 years, 4 years, but
Okay.
I'm accustomed to that big, everybody comes over, playing salsa. You got your congas in the corner, everybody making noise and having a good time, man. That's what it's about. But we're gonna do the same thing, just a smaller version.
Smaller version.
Yeah,
So you're still going to invite some people over?
I'm gonna try to have some friends over this year. I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it my goal to be a
Nice.
little bit more social with social distancing in mind.
Okay. With social distancing in mind.
Yeah.
And what about you, Denise? What are you doing?
Just my sisters. I'm not sure if my oldest sister is coming, but just my middle sister, me, the kids, and that's it. Not even the kids, because Davian is not coming. So
He already
it's
said
gonna be
he's not
very
coming?
small. I mean, he's probably gonna work, so I haven't really checked with him.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I was talking to my friends yesterday. One of my friends who went with us to the winery, quote unquote winery. I try to have like a sense of normalcy yesterday with wine tasting, but I mean,
It was a restaurant.
it was a restaurant.
With
was still nice.
It's still wine. It's a winery in real life.
Something different. Yeah, it was nice.
What
But
you mean in real life?
but we couldn't do wine tasting the normal way. So
Yeah,
they
it
just
was
had in like
plastic cups.
the little plastic cups, make you look like you at a club getting some shots. Um, but I don't know we were talking about whether we were going to try to do a Friendsgiving and just try to like get together, or if we just try to go out and find some kind of restaurant or something. I don't know. I don't know what we were doing.
So you guys can do like a rotation, because I know that's usually what we would do. Like, so let's say if I was around my family, we would do Thanksgiving at their place one day, 1 year, or like Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we'll swap Thanksgiving and Christmas. So then like my friend does Kwanzaa, and then I have a Jewish friend. So it's like, hey, parties all around. So
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
really
No,
what you
yeah,
want to do.
that definitely makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure out. I'm not really big on holidays at all, period. So for me, Thanksgiving is just another day. Just happened to be a day that people cook a lot of items. And so I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll figure it out. I might just have McDonald's, like some fries or something. Be thankful
Get a
for the
McRib
moment,
at least.
for the day. I don't eat meat, so the only thing I get. Well, hopefully by then they'll have the meatless burger. They're supposed to be getting the
They're
meatless
supposed
burger.
to, yeah.
So
I don't know
hopefully
when,
that'll be
but-
on the menu.
If it doesn't get shut down,
What are you
they
doing?
were already complaining about it.
I know. I know.
I I
Your,
always
your
make
family is pretty big on
yeah,
holidays.
we're see we never have like a whole bunch of it's literally just immediate family, is that what you call it?
Mhm.
It's literally like my brothers and my sisters and my parents and that's it. So we're probably gonna do that. I've been making the turkey for the past like 4 years.
Nice.
So I'm doing that again. It's never yeah, it's always been like less than 10 people either way. So definitely gotta be social distancing.
Yeah.
I mean, do you make the turkey or you just go buy it and then
No, I make the turkey. Like I
you don't raise the turkey though?
shut up. Yeah, I don't kill the turkey either.
He goes to the store, buys it, and cooks it. Is that better?
Yeah.
Or do you microwave it?
Oh my god, I can't deal with you.
Have you
Um,
guys ever seen a
but that's
turkey
about it.
fly?
No.
No.
So if you
Is
ever
that
see a turkey fly, really funny. Okay, upstate New York, when I was up there, we had like snow, feet and feet of snow, and you figure the last thing you would see is a turkey. No, they would chill on the trees and they get up pretty high, but they need like a running start. So it's kind of like seeing a big chunky person trying to fly. So it's like tutunt, 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 and then whack, whack, whack. They just go straight.
I never
It's
I
I didn't know
never
they could
knew
fly.
they yeah, I didn't think they could
Yeah.
fly. That's
Yeah, they're kind of
I
like
just learned
chickens.
something.
Like like chickens, they don't really fly,
Yeah,
but they
because
kind
they don't
of
really
get
fly,
some
but
height.
they
They can get some height.
yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
funny
Too
though.
funny.
Okay, so moving on. What about Christmas? So go ahead. What are you about to say? Oh, you know what? I'm looking at two screens. You're on this screen, and then I'm looking at this other screen, and it's behind because it's one of the live screens. So I saw you doing this on this screen, and I was like, okay, what are you about to say? But you already said it. My bad.
Oh, it's all good.
You were imitating the turkey.
Was
All
imitating
right.
the turkey
So
for you.
Santa Claus. Is Santa Claus quarantining or is he actually coming out for Christmas?
Santa, Santa.
Santa
So,
Claus is coming out every year.
I mean,
But
don't you
who's
think
filtering?
children should understand that?
Yeah, but who's
Huh?
filtering the letters?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They
Like,
don't have COVID in the North Pole. Don't ruin Christmas for the kids.
I mean, how
guys.
can they social distance with the elves? They need to. It's so many children in the world.
Santa is real.
Well, my kids know Santa is not real. So
I mean, I know that too, but
Mama is not quarantining and she's coming.
Is she coming? Did she come with the good gifts, Gloria? He said debatable. Does your daughter still believe in Santa Claus?
She's only 4, so she still does the whole thing, and we kind of ride the wave. I wanted to see if I started the Reyes tradition, but it's a little bit acquainted, so it's kind of
you guys, that's in January, right?
Yeah, January
6th.
6th.
January
6th or
6th.
7th. Yeah.
So is that what exactly?
Is that the Three Kings?
yeah.
Is that when
Yeah.
you actually take down the tree?
Well, we never really took it down. We always kept it up for forever.
Mhm.
But you know what we used to do, and Sean can attest to this, is we wouldn't be as big on the Three Kings, but we would at least get them something so they can still at least celebrate it. So like as
Gotcha.
they started getting older and playing on their Xbox and PlayStation, we started getting them like the cards, the gift cards, to be able to buy the games. Or you know, for her you can do just maybe like a small little gift and just be like, you know, this is for the Three Kings. And you know,
Wow, my parents owe me like 15 years worth of gifts.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
get gifts on Reyes?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Well, remember that's when los tres reyes, they came with the gifts.
These three kings who travel far, gifts we bring from something to something. That
Yeah.
was the song.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Something and mountain
So
and down,
technically
down,
that's
down,
like-
down,
Yeah, I kind of know the story.
Basically, shut up. I know what I know what it is.
Okay, so you don't do it. So why? What's going to why don't you celebrate it with started it, and
I think it-
B, why
yeah.
are you not doing it now?
Well, I've debated it because it's always been a cultural thing, and I think it's just
Mhm.
she's not necessarily my culture. You know, she still has a decision to make and still has to choose. You know, because she's from a biracial family, right? I'm
Mhm.
100% Puerto Rican. My wife is half and half. So her dad's white and her mom's Puerto Rican. So it's an interesting mix. So it's just really what she decides to do. We're just trying to be supportive for her. If she decides to do something, then we'll be right behind her. That's what we're trying to
Nice,
stand there.
nice.
I kind of didn't give my kids an option.
Yeah, you did. I,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's really
even
nice
when I
of you, man.
started in the family, I didn't get an option. No,
No.
no, no one asked me, well, did I celebrate Three Kings? Because I ain't know nothing about them. Okay, I knew about the story in the Bible and the Christmas song, but I didn't know it was a holiday.
Yeah, I totally respect that though. I
Mhm.
just never really thought of. I never thought of it that way.
I don't think most Hispanic parents do. Other than like you, you're the first like Hispanic person that I hear say that. Like my mom
Yeah.
never.
Yeah, it was. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do
Yeah,
this.
it's like we're going to church today.
And you better make sure you get up.
Um,
There's
what
a
was I about to say?
whistle.
My hair
What?
got
No,
stuck.
I forgot. What happened?
My hair got stuck on this.
Oh, I had something.
What are
but
you
I
doing
forgot.
for Christmas?
I don't like Christmas.
Well, I'm coming
So-
down for Christmas, so we're doing something. I don't know
Oh,
what
you're
we're
gonna come
doing.
down like for Christmas? Christmas?
Yeah, remember I took off. I have off up until January the 4th.
Oh, okay. So I thought,
Yeah.
do you do anything with your family?
Yeah, we're coming down. We're all coming down.
Who is all of we?
All of us
Hey, where y'all coming to?
to this house.
Wait, are you serious?
No,
No, we're getting an Airbnb.
I'll see you next week, Sean.
I know, right?
So my oldest sister, she actually lives in Alexandria. So she's technically maybe 30 minutes from you. So
I
my
never knew
niece
that.
just went to Penn State. And so she's down here too. So we figured we might as well just all come down. That way Davian and Naya didn't really have to worry about, coming
Yeah.
up. So for Christmas, we plan on just renting an Airbnb and just spending time with the kids.
That's nice.
Not with you, Sean. So you can breathe.
Oh, well, I mean, y'all do well, not y'all. Anna does great gifts. So if she's still in the gift
She
mood,
does.
she can get me a gift and she can come anytime she want. All right. But what I'm doing for Christmas, I don't really care. I mean, I think I'm more like a Grinch, maybe. Like I don't
You want to steal Christmas?
care about putting up lights or trees.
No, we're
Um,
putting up trees.
And then I kind of got Davion that way, I think.
Yeah, you did.
Because my son, he doesn't really care either, one way or the other. Like,
He doesn't care about the decorating, but he still wants his gift. Like
For sure.
you have to make sure you have his gift ready. But the decorating and stuff, he's not really into. None of that.
yeah, because I don't really care about it. Are you big with decorating and stuff, Dino?
So last year I did not care. Last year I was like, nope. We wrapped the little garland around the railing and called it a day. Put the tree in the corner. It's so funny
Right.
though because as
That's
she
right.
got
That's all you need.
as she got older though, I've gotten a smaller and smaller tree to make it easier. It's like the smaller and smaller the tree I could get, and now I got like a little one that goes on the table. All the presents go around. That's it. We call it a day.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not that. I mean, because at the end of the day, like that tree, that's just an extra light bill for no reason.
And the having to put it together and then wrap the lights
That's
around
the
it,
whole
and then-
point.
I'm with Dino. Let's get that small little tree. We put it right in the
Okay.
corner. All we gotta do is just flap it like this and then open it like this. The lights are already in there. And
I
we're
mean,
done.
I was just saying we can just because I have LED lights that change colors, and I was just saying we could just put some red, put some green, and that's sufficient. It's still festive.
Yeah, hey, I'm
You
all
could get
for
the
it.
Okay,
trees.
my
I
mom,
get
like,
the trees
maybe-
with the lights. You just that's it. Done.
Exactly.
I have that in there, but it's just a hassle pulling out the box, trying to put it up, and trying to. It's not a real tree, of course. So then you got to fix the branches. I just don't have time for
I'll
that.
do it for you because I am big on Christmas decorations. That's the one thing my mom left me with. Well, she's still here, but that's the one
Yeah.
thing she instilled in me. I love Christmas decorations. Any other holiday, I don't care. Christmas though.
So we're gonna expect the bar to be decorated.
Oh yeah, I'm going to the dollar store tomorrow.
Ghetto.
Dollar
Like if you're gonna
Tree, get it
decorate,
right.
decorate it with something.
Dollar Tree.
Right. But wait a minute, Dollar Tree has nice stuff.
I know. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Ghetto.
not that Dollar Tree when we was driving to go to
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach. Those Dollar
That's
Trees
because you
were
were in
not
Myrtle
nice.
Beach.
Right, because the one on Virginia, they have nice stuff.
Yeah, they do. My mom. I'm gonna show you
You're
how.
like Neiman's Market is nice because
Maybe
you're making it
You
seem
won't
like
even know it where it's from. It's really nice.
you remember how I showed you my mom's tree yesterday, right?
Yeah.
My mom already has her Christmas tree up and everything. Like it's insane. I'm gonna show you the chimney how she
She
it's all
finished
done.
it. Very good.
Yeah, my daughter
like,
was already
wow,
asking,
This is where I get it
Dad,
from.
where's the tree? We're gonna put the tree up. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, we need to eat turkey first. When we eat turkey, then we'll talk about the tree.
After Turkey Day.
so when is the proper time? Okay, once you put up the tree, when is the proper time to take down the tree? Is it after New Year's, or can it stay up the entire January? Like, what do y'all normally do?
We typically do it like the first week of January.
Well, for us, it would have been like Christian said, like after Los Tres Reyes. But sometimes we were lazy and we wouldn't do it. So kind of the month of January. That's for us. Just
What about you, Dino? What?
I know people that had their tree the whole year. so you
saying-
already
too.
know.
I have
Yeah.
family members who do that. Yeah.
Yeah, we usually
family
bring it
members.
down
I
right
mean,
around
that's easy too.
January-ish.
mhm.
Okay. When is the proper time to start Christmas caroling?
Never. I hate Christmas carols.
What?
Actually,
La
I like.
parranda. That was the best.
What happened, Dorian?
There was one time where Pinter peed on our Christmas tree. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
the
can.
dog.
I can see that.
The dog
No,
peed on Christmas tree.
let me take that back. I like Christmas music, but when people are like carolers, I've never actually I've seen them once and I hated it.
Well, they're
I need them
different
to, like,
from
shut
la
up.
parranda that we. Well, I don't know. ¿Tú participaste? Did you ever do parrandas when you were in Puerto Rico?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, like that's
What
it's
are those?
tradition.
like you go to people's houses and you sing Christmas songs.
Like
and-
outside?
Carolers.
Yeah, but the carolers here are more like
They're like, we wish you a Merry
right
Christmas."
like that. No, I was just oh
Feliz
gosh.
They call
Navidad.
it bomba. They
And it
call it
was like-
bomba music
right.
in Puerto Rico, and what
And
it
they will
is
have the
just
instruments and everything.
yeah, it's just merengue.
Can y'all
really
demonstrate?
loud.
It's two of y'all here.
I don't remember a song.
I can go.
Let me.
If you
let
go,
me hear
I'll
it.
follow.
I'm trying to remember. Let me see. I mean, you got Jose Feliciano because you always hear Jose Feliciano, number one. You're always gonna hear it. I wanna greet you, a Merry Christmas. You remember that one? That's
Yes,
the
of course I do.
biggest one. And then you got Mark Anthony.
So-
Then the Christmas specials.
Si
You
no
got
me dan de
everybody.
beber, lloro. Si
Si
dan
no
de
me
beber,
beber,
lloro.
lloro. So you just
Just
keep
everybody,
going.
like everybody.
It's like a
starts
chorus.
singing and-
So
That's a
it's
Christmas
more of a
song?
chorus.
Y
in
no me
there.
dan de beber y ahora.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
like we're not leaving this house until you open this door and you have. And
And
so
you-
the people that you would go to the houses, they needed to have food, like las
Yep.
florecitas, the drinks, and they would feed us. You know, like they
Yeah.
would. And then the last house that you went to, they will have sopong, like they will have the soup because it was early in the morning. You would start like maybe at midnight and you go all the way through the morning.
Yep.
That's too much.
Yeah.
No, the fun.
I'm sure
the
it's fun, like
behind
because
it.
it's your like tradition and
Yeah, it's our
stuff. So for
tradition.
you guys,
I
it's
miss that.
like in Bolivia, our tradition is fireworks
On
like,
Christmas.
on
Day?
Christmas and New Year's.
Really?
Yeah, well, because we celebrated on the 20. I don't know if you guys do the same. We do the 24th, Christmas
Nochebuena,
Eve,
yeah.
Nochebuena. We eat, and then at midnight, Santa comes, whatever, for my cousins, and then we open the gifts, and right after that, it's like fireworks up until like 5 a.m.
Oh.
Like they throw parties and stuff too every time we go to Bolivia for Christmas, but same for New Year's. It's like the same thing, Año Nuevo.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
like we don't do that.
yeah,
We don't sing.
And Detroit,
No.
we don't do that either.
Well,
That's that's
seen
more of a
anyone do
Puerto
it in the
Rican thing
States.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a for sure
Yeah.
Puerto Rican thing because it's like
Yeah.
when you go down to PR, you are not sleeping. you are not
Right.
sleeping. They don't
You
matter.
would not. Yep.
Yeah. I wish somebody would knock on my door at midnight singing. Boy, I'd throw some hot water on y'all on that porch so quick, y'all wouldn't know where it y'all.
You would definitely wouldn't come to your house then.
Talking about feed y'all. Get out of here.
Well, we when you do it, you don't ask for food, but it's just
But they
like a
know that's what you're
tradition.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so people already know that folks are coming, and so they
It's a
make this stuff
community
No, they
before?
know there's a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a
like I
community
don't know for
thing
you, but there
because we
were
would.
we didn't really hit all the houses. We would just hit the houses that we knew, like like the people were close to us, and so we knew we could go there. Like we can sing there.
So my family's in Ponce and El Yeso. It's a part that's invaded. Okay, so in Puerto Rico, you can still invade land and build on it, and then they'll
Hmm.
tax you at the end of the season. Like once the house is built and everything, they can zone it.
Hmm.
But my family owned like 3 or 4 parcelas, which is big areas down there. And what they would do
Yep.
is we would go to every house up the block, all the way till we got to the end of the block on Parranda, and then come all the way back down in El Yeso. So it was really good times down there, man.
Oh wow.
So for us, where my grandmother lived, right?
Hmm.
So we'll start, since they all knew us, we would start from there, and then we'll go all the way up.
Even to where the bar and all that is.
Yeah, that's where we would start, where the
Oh
bar
yeah, yeah,
is,
yeah. Okay,
and then we
okay.
would go all the way up.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss that. That's one
Sounds
thing I
fun.
really, really, really miss.
I mean, I enjoyed Puerto Rico when I went. I kind of enjoyed um the mountain area
Mhm.
a little bit. I'm not sure I would like stay there overnight. Uh, but
You ain't the
it
only
was
one,
it was
Sean.
fun, and but even like the bar, like it was like a, I don't know, it was just welcoming. Like
Yeah,
it was like
like
it was like
family.
family. Like
Yeah.
you don't even know these people, but everyone treated you nice. It was cool. I really liked it. It was nice to partake in that. And then what was that little road that you didn't like want me to drive on, that you and your sister didn't want? It was
Oh,
like a
that
little
was going to
ragged.
my old house to Jaguar. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, yeah.
That's San Lorenzo. It's all the way. And we live like really, really country. So the roads have gotten to the point where the trees are kind of like towards the road. So instead of a two-car vehicle, now it looks like it's just a one car. Only one car can fit. So I was like, nah, you're not used to these type of roads. I don't want you driving here.
Yeah, if you got that sometimes they'll tell you to even pull over and eat mangoes. That's why a lot of mangoes trees were built around the roads too. Is just to prevent motion sickness. Because if you drive through like Lares, or if you're going down, it's just like this. It's just waving
Curves, the
back and
curves.
forth,
Yeah.
and you'll get motion sickness. So you got to literally pull over to finish
Hmm.
driving. It's like hold up.
Yeah.
No, wow.
Yeah.
So what is that part of Puerto Rico? Sorry, I want to. I'm still on Puerto Rico right now, but what I didn't know until recently, there is an I'm going to call it another island that you like have to take a boat to get there.
Vieques,
Yeah, like I've never.
Culebra, y Vieques. Culebra too, right? They have to take a boat
Yeah,
to get to Culebra.
there's actually a couple of islands. So Puerto Rico does have some offset islands off of the coast,
Hmm.
just like Hawaii and like Japan.
Right.
Like there's parts of Japan that are like that as well. Korea even has some peninsulas and little pockets of islands off the coast too.
So are they like touristy areas, or
Hmm.
people just go there because they know about them?
No, Vieques is you can do stuff in Vieques. Tourists can go and like do stuff. I just
Right.
never did it because the stuff that they would do is like they would go on the boat and take you to an area where you could dive in. And since I don't know how to swim, I was like, nah, we ain't going.
Yeah, there's a lot of negative connotations with Vieques. There's a lot of different
Yeah.
war things that happen down there as well. And then we have an island full of like monkeys that are going crazy out there.
Oh
And in Puerto
wow.
Yeah.
Rico too.
Oh wow. I didn't know. Yeah. So I wanted to. I found out about that recently, and I just saw on Instagram, I think, or Facebook, that there's some historic um building there that's like falling apart.
Yeah. I think it's in Arecibo, maybe.
Yes, that's what it. Say it again.
The El Observatorio.
Yes, the observatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. What's
You
going on? Do y'all know?
So what it is,
No,
the
I don't know that much.
Observatorio is actually a built rock. It was a rock formation that was very famous in Puerto Rico. It looked just like this, and they called it the La Ventana
Mhm.
because you could look to it, which means the window. Um, and it crumbled during the earthquakes, so you can't see it anymore. It's gone.
That's right.
So when we had that series of earthquakes for like 3 months, a little bit after
Mhm.
the hurricane hit us, so the hurricane first,
Yeah.
wiped it out, and then we had all those tremors for a long time. That was pretty intense. Yeah, I didn't know if we were gonna get out of that. I'm glad that we're at where we're at now, but at least the
Yeah, me
tremor
too.
stopped for now. That was the most important thing.
Yeah.
So, but where is that located? Is it
I think it's in
Down
Arecibo, right?
the south end of the so it's the southwest. Sorry, yeah, southwestern coast. It was right off the coast because the coastline on the bottom end of Puerto Rico is kind of what got ripped apart on the hurricane and the earthquake. Kind of sunk in because that's where Prepa had the issue with the main water pump. One of the main water pumps in Puerto Rico was out, and a lot of people lost water down there in the south.
Yeah.
okay? All right, so I'm gonna switch gears and ask a question. You, so Dino, you don't have to have this problem yet because your daughter's only 4, but she eventually is going to be out there trying to make her own money. She's gonna get her own job, right?
I know where this is going.
So my son, he's been working for about a month,
Mhm.
month and a half.
Yeah.
So he found his own job, right? It said Mickey D's, but he went out and got his own job, and so he received his first paycheck not too long ago. And so we are having kind of this philosophical debate about the best way to deal with him on managing his money, right? So she wants to.
Wait, make sure you explain it correctly.
Oh, but
I'm
go
not-
ahead. I'm gonna let you.
No,
explain.
I want to hear your perception of what I'm saying because I want to know if you're understanding my part. So go ahead and say what you think I'm saying.
Okay, right. So she basically wants. She she basically. I agree. He needs to understand how to save. Like I try to have conversations with him about there should be a percentage of your check that you put away in savings and you don't touch it. Act like you never got it. Try to have that. But what she is saying is that we need to try to put a lock on his account to like try to once he reach a threshold, his bank account shuts down, right? And so, but what I'm saying is like he's 16, like he's making his own money. It is his money. And we can tell him what to do, but I'm not sure that I'm in agreement that we just take his money and lock it down.
So this is what I said. Okay, my bank allows me to set a certain amount that I'm going to spend if I want to spend it daily, monthly, or however it is that I want to spend it. So it allows me to lock up to, like if you want to use $50 a day, we'll lock it at 50. So what I'm explaining to him is he's still 16 years old. So obviously when he gets that check, yeah, he'll put a little bit in his savings, but everything else he's going to want to spend it like a normal 16-year-old will want to do. But we have to sit him down and explain to him, okay, Davian, I understand that's what you want to do and that you worked hard for this money. However, you need to save it, right? So you're only allowed to spend this amount of money. After that, you cannot touch that. That's either going to go into your savings or they can put it in my account because I have an account for him as well. And he doesn't even see it. Like he doesn't even know that it's there. That's what I'm saying.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm not sure that I can lock his account. It's his account. Like
you can lock his account. You just don't want to lock his account.
Yeah, I cannot. Okay. He has a campus checking account. So when I have access to the account, I can take money out of it. Yes. I can put money in it. I can't control the account because it's in his name. So the only way I could do that is to use his account information. Now I can log in, I can do that, but do I really want to do that, or do I want to teach him the valuable lesson of how to deal with his money? It's the thing.
I get that, but again, he's a 16-year-old. So by leaving it up to him, he's gonna tell you, yeah, Dad, I get it. Yeah, Dad, of course. Mm-hmm. You're gonna close your eyes. Next day, that money's gonna be gone because you're leaving it up to him.
I low-key agree with Denise. I wish someone told me that as a 16-year-old because I started working at 15 and a half. But I would blow my paychecks. I had no savings. And I wish someone did what she's saying.
I mean, I got my first job at 13. Granted, it was under the table. When I was able to get my real job where I had to get a check, I first of all, I wish my mom would tell me that I can't spend my own money after I went out there and worked. First of all,
No,
okay?
exactly. That's why
Because I would be like, you know what? It's fine. I just want to work. Like
But you don't have a choice.
That's how petty I was. Okay, I would just be like, fine. You want to take my money? I'm gonna go to work. Like I'll get fired. I'll be good. But I, I was also a little different. I would save my money. I was very, my family have always called me, not selfish. What is it?
Frugal.
Cheap or frugal. And like, it would be to the point that they would like my cousins, family members would come and be like, well, let me borrow this. Cause I always saved money. And if I gave you money and you say you're gonna give it to me on Friday, at 8 o'clock, I'm contacting you like, where's my money? Like, seriously. So I was always good with money. So for me, it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of foreign for me to be like, I don't know. What do you think, Dino?
I think
Help
it's
us out, Dino.
well, that's too
Denise
easy.
is like,
That's too
be on
easy.
my
You
side,
got,
Dino.
I'm actually on both y'all sides because the what happens is the main thing is just getting him to understand why. So if you get him, hey, if you can give me $200 every paycheck, consider it gone, then maybe when you hit 18, I can get you a car with that money you save. That's an incentive, right? Or you can go,
Exactly.
hey,
Right.
because that's one thing I do agree with with Chris in a way as well too, because it's like, has somebody told me when I was working like you, Sean, I started working when I was 13 and I didn't save a damn time and I paid a lot of bills for my parents and I regretted it and I was like, damn, I wish I would have saved it. So I'm kind of like split in between both. If it was me, yeah, it's his money. He's gonna do at the end of the day, but at least explain to him what he can accomplish. Because if he can see the light at the end of the tunnel, maybe you can break that habit. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? He could go, okay, now I'm
Yeah.
teaching him something.
Yeah. Okay. So here's another thing. Here's how I was going to teach him. Okay. Then I got yelled at. Right. Okay. I
I get
said,
yelled at
Davion,
too. It's okay.
here's what we're going to do. You got to pay rent $75 a month. Okay. As soon as I said that, what did Denise do? Ah, you can't be taking this money, blah, blah, blah. But the whole point of that was I was going to put it in a separate account that he won't have access to. And then once he came 18,
Can I ask something?
he could do what he want.
Where did you communicate that with Denise?
He did not until after.
You
But
went
this
off?
is of course I did. You know me.
Wait.
Puerto Ricans, that's what we do. We
She
go
ain't even,
off.
but the thing is, she didn't even give me a chance to explain. I just said it.
You just
'Cause
threw the
it was
elbow.
it was like,
Well, you should already know Denise.
it's like
Even I know that. You didn't have to finish that. I was like, you did not tell her.
It's
before.
like, she like it's like if you boiling if you're making a stew, like you have to put it, the ingredients go in at a certain time, it works together, then you season it, you taste it. She didn't, I just put the stuff in the pot. I didn't even start stirring it together and she started going off. Like, at least let me try to explain, but before you went off.
So this is my thinking, right? I'm okay with when it comes to paying rent once when he is 18 and over, right? He's
Yeah.
already finished high school and he's possibly maybe going into college and maybe wants to stay here while he goes to college. Then I'm okay with charging 75 for rent because now you're older, so you need to start with the habit, or however you guys say it, of responsibility of, at one point I'm going to have to be paying rent, I'm going to have to be paying for my own bills. So at that point, yes, I'm okay with that. But at 16 years old, I agree 100% with Dino. The money has to be for either for him to get a car, for him to be able to pay for his college if he doesn't get no scholarships, because I wouldn't want him to have to get into a student loan if he can avoid that. So I don't feel that from 16 until that age that he finishes, he should be paying rent or any type
Yeah,
of
but
bill.
you already see, the thing is, your son, and you know that we can tell him to the crows
That's why
come
you
home
lock
and
that account.
roost, that hey, we need to get your car. What will he'll say? Oh, you know what? I don't need a car. It'll be fine.
I don't even have my permit yet.
Yeah, I don't even have. That's what he said. I don't have my permit yet. It'll be fine. I'll deal with that later. And it's like, if I'm forcing him to give me money for something that I'm never going to touch, I'm never going to use, and it's all going to come back to him. That's money that he wouldn't even think about spending on. I mean, he wouldn't even think about saving, and then he can go and get, like, I had my first car when I didn't even have a license. And I bought my first car. I bought my first car, a Ford Probe. I thought it was the shit, too. It was $1,000. It was light blue. Now, um, every night though, I had to take the thing off the battery because it had a electrical problem where it would drain the battery. So I had to take one of the plugs off, but it still ran. So every morning I would have to reprogram my radio stations and all that because I ain't had no juice over the nighttime. But I took my hard-earned money and bought it.
You need to stop comparing yourself. Your son,
I
your
know,
son
no
is
one
not
is
like
like
that.
you.
Right.
Not everyone is the same. I was not like you. My mom forced me to
Me
get my
neither.
license. She was literally, all right, come on, we're going to DMV. You're getting your license. And I'm like, I barely know how to drive.
Yeah.
But I still got it for sure. I didn't even have a car. She just wanted me so she can send me to do errands.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So now you have some time, Dino. You got a couple of years to think about. If she don't go out there and start working under the table herself and raking leaves and stuff, but
ain't
if
ready.
once she gets
I
her
ain't
job,
Man,
and
I'm
you have a
already having
girl,
issues with her. Is she only 4?
yeah,
I'm in for it. I'm in for
yeah.
it.
I don't know. I don't know how you all do it with having a daughter because you wanted a daughter.
Yeah.
And you got
2 boys.
And I was praying every night that it was not a girl.
Oh, so it's because of you, huh?
I didn't want no girl. That would be so
No,
much.
it
That
was
would be
because of
such a
God.
headache.
He listened.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
He goes,
Thank you. Told you I'm touched by I get the spirit. I'm able to talk to him, intercede for you.
what is that thing you're able to
What?
that church thing? When they were going like
My God, don't be doing that. You're so ignorant. Am I speaking in tongues?
You're able to speak in tongues.
Oh, okay. Wait. So Dino, okay. Have you ever watched the A&E show 60 Days In?
no. Wait, is
Oh
that
my
the
God.
is
Okay.
that the cop one? Wait, the one where they get locked up?
Yes. Have you ever seen it?
Yes. Yes. I have.
Okay. Okay. No shade. I've been sitting here the whole time and I kept thinking to myself, you would be a great candidate to go in. You look like somebody who will go in on
Nope.
60 Days In.
No.
Undercover trying to
I'm
be the
not
pod
going
boss.
willingly, sir. You think I'm that stupid? Nope, no, ma'am.
Thank you.
Look, I
Nope.
was in uniform. I never forget it. I was in uniform and I was driving in West Virginia and I ran out of gas. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk to the gas station. I'm having no problem. I got pulled over by a sheriff. You see this military guy walking down the side of the road with a gas can and no car. So he goes like, "Hey, sir, you wanna get in the vehicle?" I was like, sure. If you're gonna take me down to the gas station, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll take you there, but you got to ride in the back." No, sir, I'm gonna walk.
You'll walk.
I'll see you later. I'm done. Nope, ain't
Wow.
gonna do
Yeah.
it. So
You never
that's where
did
I
like a
stand
ride
there.
along?
Mm-mm.
Have you ever did like a ride along with the police?
No, I don't want to either. My experiences with
Yeah.
Exactly.
police have not been very fortunate. Okay, so we'll just leave it
Yeah,
at
so I
that.
had to do it for a class in college. Um, and I did it for 8 hours the first day, but it was boring because wasn't nothing popping off, and I was falling asleep. And then I said, "Well, let me do it another day for you." I want to do another day, and so I did it the next day, and it was actually pretty fun. Like to but I was in the front seat, not the back, so I can see the difference. But the ride along was cool. You just have to sign off if something happened that they're not responsible for you or whatever. But most police precincts have an option for citizens to come and ask to do a ride along with them, so you can see it and understand what cops do.
Not interested. Thank you.
No.
I told them I wouldn't be able to survive. I would be like in my pod every day. I wouldn't even go out. I would be like,
You see,
somebody
so-
take me out
She'll
of
be in there
here.
talking about she got a migraine.
Like I respect
I
what
have a
they do.
headache.
I respect what they do, but they have, to me, in my opinion, is just a few bad apples that make for a bad tree. So
Yep.
I just hope that clears up. That's my experience
Yeah,
has
for
not been
sure.
that good. So That's
Yeah.
why
No,
I'm very
that's how
cautious.
mine is. Yeah, no,
I'm like, I look a
I
little
get it.
Arabic. People were like, "What race are you?" You know, we don't kind of know what you are. You know, so I get it all the time. Trust me. That's what they used to call me the
Yeah.
flavor of the week when I was in Afghanistan,
Wow.
because I got real brown. I got real. I
So
burn.
when did you move to Austin?
I moved to Austin. Well, we got stationed here. I was stationed in Fort
Okay.
Hood for a while, for about 4 years there. So it
What were you there
was.
during the shooting? There was a shooting in Fort Hood,
Yeah, I was
a
there. I
couple,
was
maybe
there
like
during
5.
two of them actually. During two of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it was intense. It was
And you
completely erratic.
that's Army, right? Is that
Yep.
Fort Hood is Army, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the most
Okay.
part. But I mean,
So
we have all branches there.
I used I used to work for the Navy, civilian though.
Hmm.
And so but I was here in DC, but I remember I was still working for them when the Fort Hood situation came. And then when it was, I think the shooting here in DC, was that the Pentagon? Do you remember? Because it was right before I took the job, and I was asking them if everyone was okay when was that the Pentagon?
I don't
I think it
remember.
was.
Yeah, because it was a period of time where it was like just random sprees of shooting at several different facilities.
I don't
But
remember.
anyway, so you said 2017? What'd you say?
When I got out, or when the shooting
No,
was.
when you was stationed when you moved to Austin.
So I got to Austin in 2017, correct? Because
Okay.
16 was when I had my daughter, and I had just gotten out of the army. It's like as soon as we got out of
Okay.
the army, we became fertile. The stress levels went from
That's not
here
enough. Up.
to that, and
All the way up.
Aliana's here.
Yeah.
Aw, oh, that's a beautiful name,
Yeah, it's
Aliana.
pretty.
Are
Yeah.
you planning to have any future baby Aliana's 2s or 3s
No
or Dino
2.0s, not
Juniors?
1.5s, no juniors, no, none of those. No, I'm trying to just roll with this one first, give her a lot of attention. We've been debating it, but I don't know. If
Okay.
it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then better.
Yeah.
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 Uh, do you play any video games?
Oh, I play tons of video games, man. I'm a big
Is
gamer.
that what do you use the headset
Uh,
primarily for the video games? Or
so I have this one. I also have a mic here, but I haven't set it up yet. You see, I got the
okay.
little condenser mic here. It's all boxed
Look at
up.
you.
Didn't even use it.
How long it's been boxed up though?
A whole 3 days and like 4 hours since Amazon dropped it off.
And which platform are you like a PC gamer or like
I do
Xbox,
both. I
PS4?
do
Okay.
console. So right now, I don't know if you know, but the PS5, there was a lot of hoopla
Yeah, the
about it.
PS5 just came out.
Well,
Did
the
you get
big,
it?
so my wife has got it locked down for me, but I haven't picked it up yet. It is released already.
Nice.
But a lot of people have. There was one particular incident that everybody keeps talking about with the PS5. Was they sent it to one of the reviewers and it was completely broken. So,
Oh
so it's already
wow.
got kind of like a bad rap on
Bad
the
rap
launch.
already.
So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it don't start
Wow.
blowing up like Sony's, or Samsung's are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is what was Davion? What is that Xbox One? What is that? Not one.
What is it that Davian has? The
One.
Xbox One S.
And that's the latest version of that one, or
No,
is
I
there
think
another
there's
one?
another one, right?
There's the Xbox One X and then the Xbox Series X.
I didn't hear what he said.
They're
That's a lot
releasing
of
the new Xbox, I think, too, with the new PS5. Like the PS5 launched early, but I think the Xbox is coming out soon towards December, if I'm not mistaken.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. And what type of games are you? See, I like video games. See, I have not a short attention span. Like I like to start things like video games or even like series on TVs or what have you, and then I'll stop. So I like, for instance, on the PS4. I don't have the 5. I have the 4, but I like zombies. So I like shooting games, but I don't like I, I don't like modern warfare where I have to play the campaign. I only like the zombies of Black Ops and stuff.
Just that
So what do
mode.
you like? Yeah, just that mode.
I play a little bit of everything, but I really
Okay.
like single person shooters, like old school Resident Evil and stuff. And I do like some
Okay.
like
Oh
really
yeah, that's
brainy
fun. I like
games.
that.
But right now playing Apex, and a lot of people play Warzone. So those are the two the games that everybody almost plays right now. So Apex Legends and
Okay.
Warzone.
Have
And
you
I
ever
play
played Destiny? I love Destiny.
my one of my friends just started playing Destiny 2. Destiny 2 just came out.
Yeah, that's
So
what I have. I
yeah.
have Destiny. I have Destiny too. Yeah, it's Destiny 2 because I had both of them, and I took one back. I sold one to get the other one. Yeah, Destiny 2. Wait, so it just came out on what though?
I want to say PC and console because PS5
Oh yes,
got
because
it launched.
It's been on PS4.
Yep.
Okay, so it makes sense that it just came out on PC. That makes sense. But I was never a big gamer on PCs. The only games I really played on PC was Oregon Trail, and that was a long time ago.
I played Mario.
Yeah, I
On the
used to play
PC,
like Age of Empires, the original Sims. I mean,
I do. Oh yeah, I take that back. I like The Sims. Yeah,
yeah.
I
There's
was
a lot
never
of
much
games
of a
like that.
yeah. What about Minecraft? Are you into Minecraft?
I I tried to just give it a chance. I'm not into that building universe. Like for a kid, I could see where it could be real good. I see a lot of kids like 13 and 16ish get it into Minecraft, but kind of
Mhm.
after that, it's just really like a different way to express yourself. To me, some people
Yeah.
on Minecraft could be real artistic, so it just depends.
So there is this. What's that, Dorian? What's that older guy that plays Minecraft on YouTube? He's like has that foreign sounding voice. Do you know what I'm talking about? Davion used to watch him all the time. Anyway, there's this guy, I think from England or somewhere, and he has to be in his third. He quit his job literally. He no longer works, and all he does is play Minecraft, make YouTube video, Twitch videos, and he makes a killing just from doing that. And it's like Jesus Christ, if I had the mindset to just sit there and do it, like I could just stay at home all day
Right.
and make a killing
It's
just
a lot.
just playing video
Yeah.
games.
Try to play
But yeah, he
Minecraft. I try to play it. Like I legit, and I just can't get into it. I
can't
was
get
like,
into
this
it.
is too blocky. I felt like I was playing Mario, and then I was like, why am I doing this? It is-
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it makes sense. So, but anyway, that's all I had. I don't know if anybody else want to talk about anything else.
That's all I had too.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is
Well,
that all right? Anything else from you, Dino?
No, man, it was a blast like always, man. It's a pleasure having you guys. Really, really
No, it's
fucking
a pleasure
love
having
talking to
you.
you guys.
And
same here.
sorry that we
That Sean was late.
no, okay, let me just say this before I go off. Okay. I kept saying, okay, let's start. I want to start at 7:30. These two at 7:26 now, 7:26 p.m. We know we started at 7:30. 7:26. She's like, oh, I need to go get my drink. She goes upstairs. She got to make her drink. He's over here making his tea, and then he's like, well, it's not like we start on time anyway. And I'm like, we know we're trying to do something different.
No, usually it's his fault that we're late, and today it was
Always.
his fault too. He needed to set up his computer. He could have had to set up at 7 o'clock, but he chose to start at 7:20.
Because she
Exactly.
wanted to go to see Davion at work.
We
shut
came
up.
back way before
All
You
right.
were
7.
here by 7:05.
Y'all need a hug. Here you go.
Dino, we do this all the time. All three of
love
us are
you guys.
together. Like
Awesome.
we do this.
Very dysfunctional but functional
Function,
family.
yeah,
That's the
dysfunctional
best way
but
to
functional.
that's how you know y'all care about each other. That's the most important part.
All right, yo. So same time next time. If you available, we'll be here. So
Yes.
I'll be here, man.
It was nice
Good.
meeting you.
Yep,
all right,
it's
yo.
a pleasure, man. A pleasure.
Be safe. Take care of. Wait, pronounce it again. Is it Aliana?
Aliana.
Aliana.
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Aliana.
Oh, Aliana.
So
All right. Take care,
Aliana.
Aliana. And we can't wait till we see this table Christmas tree, so I can get some
You're gonna see it.
inspiration.
It's gonna be like this big.
That's the best one. That's the best one, Dino.
Give me some inspiration. All right, Dino. Until next time, yo.
Bye,
My
Dino.
pleasure.
Nice talking to
Bye.
you.
All right, peeps. Have a good one.